Today we're talking about one of the phrases that's almost made fun of on movie sets. It's just a fantastic, like, phrase that when people say it, everybody kind of, that experience gets cringy and gets chills, and it's "we'll fix it in post." And this video is going and talking about why "we'll fix it in post" is just bad to say. Okay, the first thing is it's a lazy way of filmmaking. It's a lazy way. If you can capture it on camera, then you're done. And you don't have to fix it in post, right? So it's just kind of lazy to just be like, we'll fix it in post, right? And that's just the thing. Like I said, when experienced filmmakers hear that, it's like, anytime I hear that on set, I'm like, wait. Can we just do this now? How can we do this now? Is there a solution that we can figure out? Okay, it leads to bad filmmaking decisions sometimes, right? You could just go, well, I know that we needed this to be, lighter out here, and I know it's dark, but we'll lighten it up, color correction, And then you get the film and later on and it's shot and it's too dark, and doesn't matter how great the color correction is, you can't make it work because there's no contrast or anything like that. It just doesn't work. And I've been down that road where it just doesn't work. So it's just a bad filmmaking decision initially to go and say, we'll just fix it later. It's not an efficient way to work, right? To just go, get as much as we can. Yeah, the stuff that we don't need to do it on camera, let's just do it. We'll fix it in post. It's almost like pushing things, shoving them under the rug. It's really procrastinating in a way, and that just could lead to problems down the road, and most often does. It can be very expensive. This is huge. I remember one time there was a blood scene in my movie, The Alphabet Killer, where the lead character tries to commit suicide, and there's a blood spill, and we said we need more blood in that scene. And it was like a 20-minute drive to the production office, so 40 minutes round trip to get the blood and then prep it and all that stuff. And we just said, we'll fix it in post. And that cost us thousands and thousands of dollars to make it look real versus, waiting that 40 minutes. You look back and you go, wow, that one hurt. Another thing is that it doesn't often work. And I kind of touched on this before when I, color correcting a dark scene. And you think, we'll just fix it in post and make it look better. And sometimes you get there and it doesn't work. Now where are you? Now it's like, what do? You shoot the scene over, or you just go, it's just going to be something that I don't like as much. It's always going to stick out in the movie. That's tough when you get to those situations. It also takes away from the creative process. You're not trying to find a solution. You're just going, let's have the editor or the VFX person figure it out. Instead of going, how can we shoot this right now that's going to make it look good? How can we light it better? How can we make this look like this? And we shot a car crash one time and did the technique of putting the two cars together and then having them slam in reverse, right? And then just took it and reversed the footage. It looked like an incredible car crash. And so you do that on camera where you don't have to go, let's try to find a way to make it look like a crash, in the editing room. All right. It's also very stressful, right? It's something where in your mind as a director or even a producer, you go, geez, we never got that bridge shot, and we didn't make it work, and it's something we have to do. So it's stress. It puts stress on the production if you keep pushing things off. Again, it's almost like pushing off that essay that you have to write, where you just push it off, and then the stress starts to build as the deadline approaches. It's also a sign of inexperience, right? It's something to just say, well, we'll fix it in post, and some people like I said, the more experienced people that have been there go, you know what? It's not always fixable in post, man. And it's like that's a thing. So it's a sign of inexperience to just go, we can fix everything. They're going to just hit their magic wand and just wave it, and it's going to be perfect. So it's inexperienced to know, right? There are things where you can go, yeah, that's easy. That's an easy fix in post from experience. But there's other things where it's just like, I don't quite know if it's going to be fixable in post. And finally, I'll just say this. The bottom line is, we'll fix it in post is the worst mantra. In fact, like I said, anytime somebody says that, immediately ears perk up. If I'm not paying attention, I'm over here working on something else, I'll come over and go, wait a minute. What are we saying? And how are we going to do this? And sometimes I'll even loop in the editor. Get the editor on the phone and be like, all right, is this fixable in post? Does this scene have an ability to be a color corrector? Can we fix this with visual effects? So that right? It's going to be, okay, we can do it now, or no, we need to wait until tomorrow and push the scene off until it's much more lit, and then we can do it. Hey, thanks for watching. Just want to add, if you could like or comment below, that would be fantastic. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you ask a question, I will try to answer it as quickly as possible, but I hope you enjoyed these videos.